Uh, just felt lovely, to be honest. Just be able to be back in the building around familiar faces, around family and friends, and just being able to go out there and perform just felt, lovely today.
You were happy, I guess, with the NFL Combine, right? You just did the outdoor drills today. How do you think you performed just doing the outdoor stuff? The field drills, I guess.
I feel like I enhanced myself and improved myself a lot on the drills, and the combine was great. I feel like I did everything, and just coming out here and being able to capitalize on what I did at the combine just made me feel a whole lot better about the process.
Looks like you've changed your body quite a bit since last year. What are you down to now? And
Started this process at like 207, between the 207 range, 210 range, and right now I'm like 197, 196. Just changed my eating habits, just changed the way I go about everything, my nutrition, and I just really watch what I put in my body now.
What was the heaviest you ever at? You were up to 215 at one point, or even more than
The
that?
heaviest I ever been, or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
heaviest I ever been was 220.
Was that at UM?
Yes, my first year here, my first time getting here, I was between the 215 and 220 range.
and is that just corner? Is it kind of just to help you better at that position group, losing the weight?
Yeah, I just felt, but it's like an overall thing. Felt like my performance and everything that I'm about to get ready to do. I feel like it's just gonna add that extra help that I needed. Being a lot less lighter and being able to move quicker than what I usually could do.
What position do most teams talk to you about that they project you as, I guess, on the next?
A lot of nickel and a lot of safety. Talks I'm getting, and for every team out there, I really don't have no problem. I'm just want to be able to get on the field and be able to have an opportunity to go out there and showcase my talents.
Which teams have you spoken to most so far?
To be honest, I lost track. There's a lot of teams. I've been on Zooms. I've been on a few Zooms for like the last few days. I got a couple visits coming up and stuff like that. So I honestly can't give you no names, but just a lot of teams has been in contact with me.
What have those conversations been like?
Just me more as a person. They trying to get to know who I am. I know outside of football, they say my film speak for myself. And the fact that they love me on film, so that's why they speak it to me, and they just want to figure out who I am outside of it, what motivates me, what drives me, what Tyrique Stevenson is inside of me.
Tyrique, there's been different range as far as where you're projected, mock draft-wise, second, third, beyond. Is there a round by which you would be happy if you were selected by this round, whether it's second, third, whatever?
Honestly, I'm over that, to be honest. Like, I really don't have no preference. I just been putting in the work for so long, and I just, been playing football forever, and I just love the game of football at the end of the day. So, whatever opportunity that I'm blessed with, and whatever, selection I get picked with, I'm gonna go ahead and once I'm in the door, I'm gonna just give my all once I'm there.
I'm sure the transition to safety wouldn't be difficult for you, but for the teams that view you as a safety, what steps are you taking now to more familiarize yourself with the position?
Doing a lot of drill work for corner and safety. And when I do drill work for safety, just make sure that I check off all the boxes, back paddling, turning, tracking the ball, being able to close the middle of the field, or, do a little cover two drills, just doing everything that I can to present myself for that safety or that nickel spot once I get in the program.
Have you talked to any guys at UM or in general guys who about the safety position?
Yeah, I talked to Redwine a little bit. Talked to a couple guys in the league about it that I was training with at the HOA in Tampa. And just talking to them about how the process is and how they feel, how as a rookie coming in, what advice I should know.
Was Miami the right choice for you? Did you make the right choice coming here?
Yes, ma'am. Just being able to come here and put that U on the side of my helmet meant a lot to me and my family. And just being able to have the opportunity to be the neighborhood hero because I'm from here. And Miami's just only 30 to 35 minutes away from the house. So just being able to get the kids in my neighborhood, that inspiration and that motivation that they can do.
Was the idea that Georgia, when it wins the national title, was that kind of strange or?
No.
Yeah,
but it wasn't strange.
Second thoughts or anything?
No second thoughts. No second thoughts. It wasn't strange. Me transferring into Hill, you can ask some of the guys. When I first got here, I voiced that. I felt like Georgia was going to be one of the top programs in the nation just because of the work ethic and everything that was going on there. I knew how things worked there. I knew how things transpired there. And just coming into this program, I made it clear to the boys that I felt like they were going to win one in the next 4 to 5 years, and they just happened to do it earlier. But no hard feelings, no regrets, no anything. They're still my brothers, and I love them to death. They love me, but at the end of the day, I still made the right decision for me and my family.
The usual question, but why would it be great for a team to draft you? What would you get?
You'll get a hard working man. You'll get a dedicated man. You'll get somebody who's dedicated to improving himself outside of football, so they could be a better person within football. You'll get a dog. You'll get somebody who's willing to come in at any time and being able to get a 100% effort, 100%, and keep 100% integrity towards everything.
And just, I mean, emotionally for you, it's got to be, you know, something you've worked for your whole life. To be getting closer, and getting closer to it. What's that feeling like?
And I would say more of an anxiety than a happy feeling, but I just know that my whole life I put in the work. I stayed the course. I did everything that was possible for me to get here. I won't have no regrets on draft day. Depending on where I get picked, I will have no regrets because I know that I woke up every day and put my best foot in front of me, and even if I couldn't pick it up, I drug it in front of me. So I just know that I did everything I could possible to get me into this position.
What were the things you did not do? I know you didn't run the 40. What else did you not do today?
Everything, to be honest. Didn't bench press. Didn't do too much drills.
You did not.
I did not.
So between
Obviously, there were some growing pains the first year with the new coaches in the program last year. What would give you confidence that Coach Cristobal will get you to an elite level as a program at some point?
Just the mindset he came into the program with. He got that Nick Saban mentality. That's what the same mentality that's at Georgia right now. That we're gonna do whatever it takes, and we're gonna put everybody in position to win and go out there and dominate. So just the fact that he came in and he's teaching these younger guys that, and teaching the coaching staff around him that, and just having them portray it towards one another, just gonna push everybody over the edge.
From a facility standpoint, how's Miami with Georgia now as far as places and facilities that players like to be in, preparing you for the next level?
I feel like both of them elite. To be honest, you got like a program where it's nothing but legendary names come out of it. The same thing at Georgia too. Now they the top program in the nation, so now they can show you that they have the facility and the coaches there to be able to produce first rounders. They just produced 2 classes of first rounders back to back, and then just Miami having that history.
so between now and the draft, what do you feel you have to work on, and where do you plan to spend the draft?
I feel like I got to work on everything. Conditioning. I feel like I work on my mental. I feel like I got to work on my board work. I feel like I got to work on everything just to be able to be available and be able to get to the program, and be able to just get in right away and not fall in line and not have that excuse of I'm a rookie. So just want to work on everything in that aspect, and I'm spending it right here in Miami with my family. To be honest, I felt like they the ones who seen the real road. They seen the holes in the road. They seen my ups and downs. They seen the moments that I wanted to quit. They seen everything. So I just feel like me spending it with them is going to be a big tribute to them, and just for how dedicated they stayed to me.
What do you think of DJ today, and what do you think a team gets in him when they pick him?
DJ, hell of a player, man. He just was always smooth. Growing up with him, I met him in 2006, so I just knew him my whole life, and he always been that smooth player, that work hard player. I know DJ worked hard to get to this day as also, and I know when the team get him, they're gonna get an elite, smart corner. To be honest, willing to go out there and work, and he's not afraid of no challenges.
Well, I know that the U has produced a lot of great players. Have any of the alumni and former NFL players reached out to you a little bit to give you encouragement in this process and what it's going to be like to be an NFL player?
I talk to Intro Road a lot, and just have a lot of conversation with him about what it takes and what needs to happen. And he just give me as much pointer as he can. And most of the pointers or anything is things outside of football. To be honest, you got to be a better man. You got to be better nutrition-wise. You got to be better mentally. You got to be better physically and emotionally to be a better football player on the field. So he talks to me a lot about making sure that I'm okay off the field before I decide to work on things on the field.
Can I ask you one final thing about the basketball program? How much are you guys following, and how excited are you for the basketball team?
I'm all in, to be honest. They just making history, just being able to go out there and put the University of Miami on the map is always good. I'm cheering for every sport, and I'm all in watching it. I feel like I'm out there, to be honest, watching the game and just cheering and seeing them boys make history. Very proud of the program and very proud of where they're heading to.
Thank you.
One thing that just entered my mind, as you go into the pros, you find that you're going to be able to find good business people so you don't fall into a trap, where a lot of players can fall into a trap going into the pros. Surrounding yourself with the wrong people, right people.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to work on right now, just figuring out who and who not to give my time to, figuring out who has the right ideas and who don't have the right ideas. So just being able to elevate myself mentally to be able to be ready for this position that I'm going into.
Thank you.